Hello everyone. In this video, I'll discuss about the question 1 in the homework 4. Let's see the problem. The problem is find and draw big Fy and little fy in terms of big Fx and little fx. So we know y equals gx equals 2 for x less than 0, 0 for x greater or less than greater or equal to 0 and less than 1, negative x plus 1 for uh, x greater or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 2, and negative 1 for x greater than 2. From gx, we know that y is greater or equal to negative 1 and less than or equal to 2, which means big Fy equals 0 for y less than negative 1 and equals 1 for y is greater or equal to 2. If let's discuss about the y. If y equals negative 1, at this moment, x is greater or equal to 2, and bigger Fy equals the probability of x greater or equal to 2, and it equals 1 minus bigger Fx, bigger F2. And if y is greater than negative 1 and less than 0, y equals negative x plus 1, and the big Fy equals the probability of big Y less than or equal to little y, and equals the probability of x greater than 1 minus 1, and it equals 1 minus bigger fx 1 minus y. If y is greater or equal to 0 and less than 2, actually y can only be 0, so it will so the big Fy will be only one sum, and it equals the probability of y less than or equal to y, and it equals the probability of x is greater than 0, and it equals y minus big Fx 0. In summary, big Fy equals 0 if y is less than negative 1, and it equals 1 minus big Fx 1 minus y for y is greater than or equal to negative 1 and less than 0, and it equals 1 minus big Fx 0 for y is greater or equal to 0 and less than 2, and it equals 1 for y is greater or equal to 2. From big Fy, we can have the little fy. It equals delta 1 plus 1 times 1 minus big Fx2 plus uy plus 1 minus uy times little fx 1 minus y plus big Fx1 minus big Fx 0 times delta y, and plus plus big Fx 0 times delta y minus 2. And then we can draw the little fy and the bigger fy according to the order that we first drew big Fx, then we drew big Fy, and we drew the little fy at the end.